Somebody shot my dad. I get the killer mentality. I come from murder and tragedy. Single burn home and family. Do this shit for my whole family. I'ma go get me a Grammy. You know that I'm missing you, Granny. Backbone to my whole family. I got to talk for the family.
All right, welcome. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Life After the Gunshot. And I'm proud to have my illustrious guest. Before we jump in to our guest and everything we're going to talk about tonight, all things DC related to gun violence, the survivors, the guys that work on and women that work on the ground, particularly the violence interrupters, the trauma surgeons, the homicide, and everybody in between that does work in DC on gun violence. And like I would like to say that this podcast is almost the real life version of what the DC version of what you would see in The Wire. And that's what we conclude in everybody that's part of that life, that's part of what goes on in DC in terms of in gun violence and also trying to engage in gun violence. So with no further ado, I'm Doc. And I'm executive producer of Life After the Gunshot.
World, how y'all doing? I'm Shay Bullock. I'm the co-executive producer for Life After the Gunshot.
We have my illustrious guest. He is, and I'm going to say he is, first of all, he was the executive director of Cure the Street, now program director. I don't know what the change in the name means, but we're not even going to. Yeah, he's still the executive director to me, and he's still the executive to everybody in the street. So without any further ado, I'd like everyone to give a round of applause to my man, my comrade in the struggle, my man Ron Whaley.
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome, bro.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
The inaugural first guest on Life After the Gunshot. We couldn't have paid guests.
Man, this is wonderful.
How you feeling?
I feel wonderful, Doc. I feel wonderful, Shay, man. Y'all are doing an excellent job. And from the first day we all met, it's been nothing but smooth sailing. So it's an honor to be the second guest, to be on here, period.
Man, we honored and humbled to have you, brother. So
we appreciate you.
I want to start because before we even jump into what's going on right now in DC, we're going to talk about that extensively. I want everybody to know your background because you have such an interesting background in the way that you came to the work. So can you just start by explaining how your background and how you even came to engage in this kind of work?
Yeah, definitely. So as y'all know, everybody might not know, I was incarcerated for 10 years. I came home September 5th, 2017. Came home. So now I have that title, being a returning citizen. So, of course, it was kind of hard finding work, finding the employment. So my mother, she is a tax accountant, and she had a friend, and she said that her friend know a guy by the name of Irk Weaver that has an organization called NARC. NARC is the National Association for the Advancement of Returning Citizens. So Irk and I talked a couple times, and he was telling me about certain jobs he had coming open and certain things that, he wanted to know if I was willing to come in. It wasn't paid, just to come in and learn. So, yeah, I was with it. Come to find out, like, what his organization was about, and it was about people that was exactly like me. So by that, happening, and by me being around it, I was able to see, like, wow, a lot of these good men and good women, they're just like me, but now they're trying to do something different. And that was the same mind frame that I had. So when NARC was awarded the Cure the Street, the Cure Violence contract, they were the first ones in the city with it. You know, it was only right. So Earth told me about it, told me come on board, and I was with it. So I look at it like at one time I was a part of the problem, or I was helping with the problem. So now I felt that, and I feel like it now is my duty, is my obligation to try to clean up some of the stuff that my generation messed up.
So when you were down those 10 years, did you ever think that you'll be a part of this work? Or did you have a desire to come back as a advocate, or, you know, a street interrupter or a program manager, or, you know what I mean?
So when I was down, you know, I honestly, my only focus was coming home and being a part of at the time, I had one child, my oldest daughter. I've just been a part of her life. So my whole mind frame was, listen, when I come home, I'm not going to even put myself in any type of situation that could land me back here, and it can keep me from being around her. So by me having that mind frame, before my incarceration, I was a football coach, and I know all the people, all the youth. So off the top, I was hoping like, listen, I want to come home, I want to raise my daughter, and I want to get back to the youth. Because even before my incarceration, I was always telling the youth things not to do. But anytime I didn't have them with me, I was doing those things that I was telling them not to do. So now with my mind frame, I was like, listen, if I can get back out there, and if I can tell them what to do, and if I can live it and they can see it, then man, that's the path I want to be on.
OTL, Mafia Music. I don't really do the computers. I'm in the street with the movers. I'm on the block with the shooters. I'm on the block with the shooters. We